Yo, what's up YouTube? It has been almost a year since I think I've posted a video, and I am sorry to those who have been watching and following that probably aren't anymore, but I'm back. We are still here, and I'm dropping an update video, and we're gonna get back to it, so let's do it. So if you've tuned into my previous videos, you know what this is, but for those who haven't, this is a 2002 BMW 330 Ci. It is an M54B30 engine that I boosted. I'll just do a little walk around real quick before we pop the hood. Interior is completely gutted. There's nothing left in this car. Getting ready for a roll cage soon, probably a repaint on the inside. Nice little taillights, and as you can see, the outside's a little rough, but hasn't been my main focus on this car. We'll pop the hood real quick. So this is my build. I know some people have been asking on like a parts list build or you know, like a cost build, which, you know, I really couldn't drop or tell you guys because I had never really finished building my car in my mind. And actually the other day I just finished building this, and we'll get into later what happened, but we got a lot going on with this thing, so we'll get right into it. So to begin with, I had my exhaust remade. Local fab guy remade it for me. Al, that's his little symbol, Fred. Thanks, man. If you guys are local in the area, I'll let you know. You can hit up Fred. He does some nice work. Check out those beads right there. Some real nice work. And got, you know, a little fake double stack for, like, you know, 2 wastegates, but just got it like that. So got my exhaust redone. Before, as y'all saw, it was here, which looked terrible, and that's my goldfish cutout, as I call it. But I've got some hood cutouts coming, and then I got a little plate coming for that. We're gonna make that super nice. So as far as the car goes, right, M54B30. So I've got a eBay intercooler on there, custom intercooler piping that I cut and did myself, you know, with some couplers and whatnot. We have a CX Racing stage something. It's a GT 3582. It is M50 manifold swap, got the SLG adapter plate. It's got a PMAS, HPX PMAS. I don't remember what the last 3 numbers of it are, but that's what mass airflow sensor is running on. I am running a tile blow-off valve, but I don't have the right spring. Need to get a new one. As far as that, engine is unopened, so not much cost there. The manifold itself is a CX Racing E36 manifold. I just happened to cut out this part of the firewall here so I could actually run an exhaust out the fender, but never ended up doing that. eBay catch can, you know, some bullshit. Got this nice little adapter from SLG as well, so you can run AN lines off that. Vent to atmosphere, super nice. Yeah, eBay coilovers that came on another car that I had from years ago. And besides that, I actually ended up wire tucking everything into the fender. Cheap little hack, guys. If you didn't know, you can actually open up your ECU box, okay? Pull your wire harness back and punch a little hole in right here. So you can tuck your whole harness through your side fender here without cutting anything. And you can actually run your harness down into the fender one. As you can see, it all comes out right here. I may have extended a few wires, but I didn't have to cut anything, which was nice. As you can see, no wires, they come out here. Entire AC delete, the evap core and heater core and all that is gone out of the car. I got a plate back here that blocks off a firewall. You can't see it, but I do have like my sensors and stuff run through a little grommet back there. You can kind of see wherever that wire is. Got a Chase base power steering kit, you know, upgrade. It just got nice little AN lines that run up in here and stuff, and connect down here. Makes everything super clean. But yeah, that's the car. Not too shabby. Outside's still ugly. Never even touched the outside. Was gonna start doing that next, but now we're gonna get into story time. I drove this car for about a year, probably since, you know, I've been posting my last videos, and the bass tune, it always ran rich. It ran super rich, especially when it was idling, and I know I idled it, but I didn't drive it that much. I just drove it back and forth to the shop for like a year. Anyway, so tuned up, running good, everything's great. We're running like 11.5 pounds of boost, I think, right around 11, 12 pounds of boost. unopened engine, no big deal, done plenty of times. And the other day, July 4th actually, I'm ripping on the car, but I was running it super hard, no issues whatsoever. Came to a stoplight, kind of felt like it was misfiring, and when I went to go rev it, kind of felt like it was misfiring as well. So really wasn't sure what was going on. So I knew the car definitely felt funny, didn't get into boost as hard, so I parked it, came back the next morning, and started up, same thing. But this time I had smoke coming out of the catch can, oil fill spot. I compression tested everything. I had 130 PSI across all boards except for number one. Number one was at 58 PSI, which is no good. So no compression and piston one. Because of it idling so rich for a year, yeah, I think it shot a ring landing. And that is completely my fault. It's no tuner's fault. Probably my fault for just running it rich for, you know, a year straight. Probably washed cylinder one. Luck have it, I've got a whole parts car coming. It's an 04 ZHP 330 CI convertible. It had a little fire, so I'm going to be taking the engine out of it. I'm going to be dropping it straight into this one. It's an 80K engine. With that, I've got the 6-speed ZHP trans to go with it. Pretty badass clutch and flywheel setup. And then I've got the M3 rear end that we're going to swap into it. So this car is about to go get parked, and it's going to be put on jack stands, and it's going to undergo about a 2-week project, and then we'll be up and running again. So I'm going to start making a lot of videos because we're going to be doing a lot of work, and I've got some more free time now, and I'm looking forward to it. But for the short period that it was running with boost, let's cut to those clips. Alright, just so you guys can feel and hear, I don't know if you'll be able to tell on video, but this thing runs like absolute dog shit. It's pretty much firing on 5 cylinders. For a minute, it will run fine, and then it'll think it's misfiring, and it'll start running like shit. So you'll see it idle in the 14s, 13s, and that means, you know, it's running good for a second, but then it's going to lose compression and probably start smoking like ass and shaking really bad, and we're gonna be running on 5 cylinders. So let's see if she's still smoking. Oh yeah. I hear compression coming straight out of the exhaust. As you can see now, she's idling super lean, which means we went down a hole. Everything's shaking. If I put it on here, you can feel it. Yeah, not good. So yeah, she's not happy. So we're gonna park her, and she's coming out, and she's gonna go in for a rebuild. And that's it for this engine. Well, that is all she wrote for tonight. So you saw what it looked like a few minutes ago, and this is what it looks like now. Everything's off. Whole entire front clip is off. So should make for a pretty easy pull. But yeah, kind of sad, but also kind of knew it was coming. But interestingly enough, this entire car is getting swapped out. We're getting a new engine, we're getting a new transmission, and we're getting a new rear end, which I will show you over here. So engine's on the way from my buddy down south. We got the 6-speed trans back here. As you can see, we got the 6 speeds on it there. And then we've got our M3 rear end here. Obviously it's got some other parts on it, sorry. But I'll be taking this apart, you know, piece by piece and throwing it in this car right here. And yeah, we'll have M3 swapped rear. We got the drive shaft for the trans here. So everything's gonna mate straight up. You know, it's gonna be all plug and play, dropping, you know, drop and ship, baby, drop and ship. So shouldn't be too long, just waiting on the motor that we're waiting on to get here. Once that motor's here, perfect. Yeah, and hopefully within the next week or two, we should have a new engine in, new transmission, and a new rear end, which is gonna be amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Here's a quick update. Sorry, couldn't show more than what I'm showing today. But with all this new stuff going in, you know, it should be exciting. Not to mention this one's coming out and she's gonna get rebuilt. I've made a mess, there's coolant everywhere. Time to close out the video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, guys, and I will catch you next time on Addicted to Cars.